Hey there guys, it's aarava here, bring you my question and answer video for 500 subscribers. Again, thank you so much for 500 subscribers, and long may it continue, and if we get to 600 pretty quickly. So, yeah, the Q&A, you guys have been sending me in questions over the past few days, and I favorited them all on Twitter so I can go through them. Also got a few on my other 500 sub special video, so I'll be answering as many as I can in this video and hoping to not make it too long. So let's get on to the first question. So this is from Anton the Beast HD. When you started, what was your goal for YouTube? Well, I think when I started YouTube, I think my first goal was 100 subs. 100 subs is quite a lot when you're starting YouTube, because when you start, you start with nothing, and 100 is quite a big target. Once I got that, then I think I was hoping for 500 eventually at some point, and then around the 300 mark, I just thought to I kind of stepped back. I thought to myself, okay, what's a good goal to try and get this year, because I hit 300 around New Year's or something about that. So yeah, I thought, what would be a good goal for this new year. So I came to the conclusion 1,000 would be a really good goal for this year, because 1,000, I mean, in the F1 community, our biggest guy is I think it's 15,000 into the barrier, and Athlete is on 12,000 or 13,000. And then you got the likes of Alex on 5,000, Mickey Motions and Harrison 101 on 2,000, and Ryan has recently hit 1,000. So I thought 1,000 would be quite a good goal. I mean, once I get 1,000, I think for me, once I get to 1,000, it'll be a point where I can walk away from. You're not saying I'm going to walk away from YouTube, but if once I get to 1,000, I can happily walk away from YouTube if I have to, thinking that I've done a good job on, what I have. But obviously, when I get to 1,000, and hopefully if I do before the end of this year, I will be continuing it indefinitely. So yeah, thanks for that question. So the next question from James Lang, and what do you record your gameplay with? I record my gameplay with an Elgato Game Capture HD. It's a pretty nifty device. I think it's much better than the Hopog HD PVR, because it's just so compact, and it's just a whole lot easier to use, and you can plug in your HDMI cable so you can play in HD and record in HD, which is pretty great. And yeah, it's just it's just a really nifty device. I think it's a little bit cheaper than the PVR. It's definitely cheaper than the first PVR, I think, but the second one is definitely cheaper than the second one. I think the second Hopog's like 235 or something like that. Correct me if I'm wrong. So yeah, I use an Elgato. I actually showed you guys in a gaming setup, so if you want to go check that out, you can browse through my videos. I think it's only probably about 4 weeks old. So next question, what got you into Formula 1? Congrats on 500 from J Russell. Thank you very much. What got me into Formula 1? I don't know. It seems a bit weird. It's a bit hazy when I got into Formula 1, because it was roughly around the 2008 season to 2009. It's a bit weird to say that, because usually people know when they got straight into it. But it was a bit hazy. I was sort of like in 2008. I was sort of watching it because my dad used to watch it. I used to watch a couple of races. I watched Hamilton win the World Championship on that Brazil Grand Prix race. And then 2009, I was sort of interested in it. Jenson Button obviously dominating the mid-season, and you always hear it in the news on BBC, on the website and stuff like that. So that got me interested in it, and I just watched it occasionally, when I could catch it. Back then I was a mega football fan. I think now I'm more of an F1 fan than football fan, but I still watch both sports. But back then I watched football a bit more, so I was just occasionally watching the races. And 2010 was when I regularly just made an effort to watch every single race. But I got into Formula 1 about 2009, and it was just generally because of the competition and the sort of technology side. I do love the technology side of Formula 1, and 2009, obviously, with the double diffuser and the design of the Brawn GP car, was really fascinating. And now I'm really into that whole tech side of F1, and I do physics at A level, and I just take an interest in physics in general and stuff like that, and how the air moves around the car. It's just really interesting for me. So yeah, I think that's one of the reasons I got into Formula 1. Yeah. Next question. What are your favorite games from Jason F1 UK? Favorite ever games? I'm not too sure. I think F1 game is F1 2010. That game literally got me hooked like that. I literally there was seven. You could do 7 seasons in F1 2010. Well, I did that twice over. I did a total of 14 seasons, all really intense. All I was really into it. I played it the whole summer, basically. So I love that game. Another one, it's got to be 007 Nightfire. I mean, 007 Nightfire is the classiest game ever. And I'm sorry if you don't agree, then you just need to piss off right now because that game was classy as hell. Everyone loved that game. That was an immense game, and it will never be topped in terms of I think like an action game or a first-person shooter. That game is just a classic. I mean, obviously COD is a massive franchise, but in terms of those like action sort of like games where it's not just about first person shooting, it's all about doing the missions and a bit of driving and that. Yeah, 007 Nightfire, that's a classy game. I think what else do I think? Well, football games, FIFA. I think FIFA's quite a big part of my gaming kind of experience. I play a lot. I've played a lot of FIFA. I mean, I don't play FIFA too much now because I really just don't like FIFA 13. But I think I loved FIFA. Which FIFA was it? I think it was FIFA 09. FIFA 09 was a really great game. So yeah, there are a few of my games, but I mean, like I've over the years I've had like hundreds of games. I'm not even joking. Like the number of PS3 games I've got is probably 50 plus, and PS2 is probably 80 plus. So there's just so many to choose from. Um, let's go. Juan Garcia. How often do you rage quit on F1? Not a lot actually, because I don't play F1 online too much. I literally play F1 online for Afro League and the occasional sprint mode race when a few of you guys are online, but that's about it. I don't like to play F1 online too much because I'm more of a career mode man. Maybe if they fix online races in the future. I mean, I just see people raging so much, so I don't like to play it. But also, just I just don't have the too much appeal to play it online too much. Tommy Martinez, do you even lift? Um, uh, yeah, I work out a bit, not too much. Don't really have the time, but yeah, yeah. Thanks for that question. Um, Jay Russell, what got you into making YouTube videos? Um, well, basically, I watch about I think like 3 years ago I started watching. I got into YouTube a lot more. Like I didn't used to watch any YouTube videos at all. So yeah, I started watching three main commentators. First was Syndicate Project. Probably all of you, or if not many of you, know him. He's quite a hefty guy in the gaming sector on YouTube, with 3 million plus subscribers. I watched him, I started watching him when he was at about 500k. So I've been subscribing to him through the whole journey, hitting 1 million and such like that. And I just really enjoy the kind of watching him enjoy making the videos, watching him enjoy the games that he was doing and the commentaries. It just seemed like a lot of fun to do YouTube. The second person I started watching was MGH, or PlayStation 3 Gaming HD, his channel name, and he does mainly FIFA videos now. But I was subscribed to him when he had 15k subs, 15k subs, and now he's got 180k. So I've watched him as well, like blossom into a pretty large FIFA channel now. But I used to watch him when he did random gameplays, and I just liked, he's another British gamer, and I liked the way he was very professional about YouTube. He took it very seriously, and he interacted with his fans quite a lot. He just loved making commentaries, and it's always really entertaining. And I think that was a big aspect. I just like the idea of entertaining people, and I like the whole interaction part because I think out of my whole school year, like there's only a select few that actually like F1 as much as me, and there's only really two that that I really chat F1 a lot about at school. So I guess YouTube's also doing YouTube F1 is sort of a way to meet other F1 fans because otherwise I'll probably only have a select few. And yeah, and then the third commentator I was watching was Jericho, and he makes like real life skits and parodies, and he just has a lot of fun, and he has a lot of just general banter, and he takes YouTube very lightheartedly, and I think a combination of all those three got me into YouTube and wanting to make videos on YouTube. At the time, I didn't think I was going to be doing F1, YouTube videos, but then I actually discovered Alex Afro. So Alex, if you're watching this, yeah, you basically got me into making F1 videos because I watched Alex's F1 2011. I think it was no 2012. Sorry, 2012 ideas video where he had some 2011 gameplay in the background. I think it was a Mercedes at Abu Dhabi, if I remember correctly. And I commented, and he replied back, and it just seemed like I liked F1 games, and I continued watching his stuff. I watched previous stuff he'd made on F1. It just seemed like a kind of a cool thing, and I saw there weren't many people in it, but this was like 2 years ago, and then I think around halfway through my GCSE years, I started making videos on like a crappy little camera. If you go to my oldest videos on my channel, you can see them on a crappy little camera. Yeah, and then I sort of did that for a tiny bit, but wasn't really too serious. And then when F1 2012 came out, that's when I thought, okay, I'm going to buckle down. I'm going to be serious about this, and I'm going to make some great content. So yeah, Nick, I'm sorry if I pronounced your name wrong. Charlson. Do you think Ferrari can win the Constructors' Championship and also the Drivers' Championship? Well, I'm not a Ferrari man myself. I do like Fernando Alonso as a driver, and Felipe Massa as well. But Ferrari Constructors' Championships. It's going to be tough. I mean, the Red Bulls are so strong, and you can't deny that. Vettel and Red Bull are favourites, clear favourites already. But Ferrari, their car is so much better, and they fought to the end last season. So I think it could be. They're going to give Red Bull a run for their money, definitely, but even more so. And I think Ferrari could be in contention for the constructors, also with Massa doing really well alongside Alonso. And Alonso is always going to be a contender. But for me, I still think Vettel is going to win the goddamn championship. The guy is just too good. Yeah, and I don't know. I'll probably end up rooting for Alonso or maybe Kimi or something like that. Towards the end of the season, because basically my driver is Jenson Button, so McLaren have kind of stuffed that up. So if I can't root for my guy to win races, I usually end up rooting for either Alonso or Kimi or Webber. But yeah, I think Ferrari have a good shot, but it's going to be a long, tough fought battle. So now moving on to the questions I got on my other 500 sub special video, the Slender one. If you haven't checked that out, please go do. You'll probably end up laughing a lot. So yeah, we've got from Suicide Lover 77. If Caterham won a race, what would you do? I don't know, if I was drinking something while I was watching, I'd probably do a spit take and spit all of it out in just pure like what the fuck. But I don't know. I wouldn't be too excited because for me, Marussia, I prefer Marussia. If I had to pick between those two, not just because I do like F1 Road to Glory or anything like that, but I just think Marussia go about the way about Formula One much better, and I was really impressed with them the way that they got so close and actually were beating Caterham a bit towards the end of the last season without Kurz. So that just showed to me that they're putting in the effort. I think Caterham are slacking a tiny bit. So the next question is from Andrew Bannister. How do you think F1 is at the minute? Why is it all about pay drivers? Do you think Codemasters pay much attention to F1 games? Alright, so the first two parts of the question, how do you think F1's going on at this moment? I think it's in a really good place. About the pay drivers, well, obviously F1 is built up to be one of well, not I think it's one of the most expensive sports, if not the most expensive sport in the world, because there's a saying that it's 1 million for 1 second in F1. It's probably even more now because it's just so competitive. But pay drivers, they do add funding, obviously, and some pay drivers can be really good. I mean, like Jules Bianchi, he does bring some backing with him, along with also a Ferrari link to the engine, but he is a very, very talented driver. Pastor Maldonado, I'm not a big fan of him, but he has shown that he can drive, at least. I'm not a fan of people who can't drive and they're just there because of their money. Like, I think Van der Garde really needs to impress me a bit, because at the moment, all I'm seeing is a guy who's brought money, but can't actually race for crap. So, I'm going to need some more evidence from him, but Yeah, I think F1's going well at the moment. And do you think Codemasters pay much attention to F1 games? I'm not too sure what that question actually means. I think you might mean F1 races or something. I don't know. I think well, not Codemasters themselves, but you know the employees, Steve Hood and Andy Gray, both watch F1 every single weekend. And they tweet out during the races and stuff like that. And you know they're always looking for ideas and stuff like that. So yeah, I think they do they have to pay attention to it. So the next question from Dennis Kukala. I'm sorry if I pronounced that wrong, but that's your username, so it doesn't matter. How much time do you spend on YouTube per day? That's his first question. Per day, I mean, I don't spend my time on YouTube every single day, but on average, if I had to average out the time I spend on it over the 7 days, I'll probably spend on average maybe 2 hours a day, but that doesn't actually do it too much justice. I probably spend time on YouTube on a Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Tuesday and Wednesday. On the Friday, I probably spend about 2 hours doing stuff. On Saturday, I probably spend about 4 hours. I think I've once spent 6 hours on a Saturday doing YouTube. But in that particular extreme case, I was making videos for the Sunday, so that next day I didn't actually do anything. So because sometimes I like to just work like that, you know, if I've got some time, I'll make a video ahead of schedule and just wait for it for the day to come and then upload it or schedule upload it. So yeah, I do spend quite a lot of time on YouTube, and yeah, comments that you got, comments that you guys make on my videos saying you really enjoy it, keep me going, because sometimes people forget, you're getting all this content for free, not just from me, but from every single person you watch on YouTube. You get it for 100% free, and they're probably putting a lot of hours in. So yeah, I mean, yeah, I do spend quite a bit of time, and I hope you guys enjoy the content. So, what's your opinion on the current development of Formula One? This is the second question, by the way. Do you think the tyres, DRS, and KERS are making races too artificial? And what would be your perfect Formula One? Great question, that. So I think Formula One is going well right now. Obviously, I have not been a long time fan, probably what's that, 5 years ish. But I've watched back other seasons. Like Sky F1 do the kind of going through other seasons, and I've watched those. And you always watch all the random like archive footage, stuff like that. I think F1 is in a good place right now. DRS is not too artificial for me. I think it's a very good thing, and it's actually being very aerodynamically efficient because drag is just so crap. DRS allows that to be dissipated, so DRS is actually a very efficient device. KERS is even more efficient. That's really great. And next year they'll have the ERS. They're dropping the K because it's called an energy recovery system. No longer just kinetic. It's also going to be getting power from other places, I believe. So the KERS or the ERS system next year is going to be even more efficient. So this is the cutting edge of technology, and F1 needs to push the boundaries of what can be done in a car. So I think it's all good to make these new developments. What would be your perfect Formula One? Oh wait, no, sorry, I missed out the tyres. Tyres, I think, are very good. Sometimes I don't like them. Kind of just going on the teetering on the edge. Kind of like going like maybe extreme 2 seconds off the pace they could have done if they were durable tyres. But all in all, I think the tyres have really got us a really great situation right now. What would be your perfect Formula One? That was the last part of the question. Perfect Formula One. I'll probably say. Let's think about this. I think I'd keep DRS and KERS all there. I think I would want like rules changed a tiny bit to what can be done on the car, and I would like to see them keep the V8s and even maybe go to a V10 engine, because yes, I know you're meant to be green in this day of in this day and age, but really honestly, is stopping F1 cars having a V8 or V10 engine really going to save the world? I really don't think so. And I would like them to have all the winglets back. I didn't think it was ugly to have all those winglets back in 2006. I mean, obviously, I started watching around 2008, 2009, so that's when the smooth bodywork came in of 2009. But I really liked the look of the kind of like all the wings everywhere. It looked like a freaking spaceship. So that's cool. But also, I think on the issue of like lots of people would say refueling. Personally, I don't think so. I think it's nice that a Grand Prix is a sort of like an endurance race as well. It's sort of a bit, you gotta, save the fuel. That just gives another dynamic for the drivers to do. So, yeah. So next question from Block Gaming 1. What is your favourite F1 driver and what's your favourite car? Well, I already answered the favourite driver on Jensen Button. Favourite car? If you mean like road car, let's think about this quickly because this video has been going on for way too long. Probably it's a toss up between the Ferrari 458 or I think I would have to say the Lamborghini Murcielago or the McLaren P1. All three of those cars are really, really amazing. Yeah, they're just epic. So guys, that is the end of my Q&A video for 500 subscribers. I hope you guys have enjoyed the video, and give it a like if you did. Comment below, and give it a like if your question got answered. I didn't get too many questions, but I did elaborate on most of them. So it's been quite a long video. So I hope a few of you guys have watched the whole thing. But if you haven't, then that's fine. But yeah, if you're new, subscribe. But I don't know how you get there, or how you get to this video if you weren't, if you are new. But yeah, I don't know how that works. But yeah, so I hope you guys have enjoyed it, and really, again, thank you so much for 500 subscribers. As I said, it's always been a goal, and now my next big goal is 1,000. But obviously, I like to take it step by step. So 600 is the next real target. So I hope you can get there quite soon. And yeah, guys, I hope you continue to enjoy my content. I hope you guys continue to give me a lot of feedback and support. And I'll see you guys in the next video. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. I'm aarava, and I'll see you guys next time.